It is snowing in Southern California. Of course, it's not sticking, but it's snowing. I'm going to have to get on the highway, go up in the mountains, and deal with all the people who've never driven in snow. Fun, fun, fun! Another beautiful day in the hood. Temperature is about 40 degrees outside. This global warming stuff is amazing. I know in Arizona, Chino Valley, they get 8 to 10 inches of snow, or they got. That's over by Prescott, Arizona. But the globalists will have you believe we are overheating this planet. Kind of naive, I think, to say that this planet's been around for over 4 billion years with a B, and mankind has heated it up in the last 100 years. Even though there's scientific proof that the planet has gone warm, cold, because it is alive. I am alive. I'm all for green energy. But I don't want to lose gas either for classic cars and ICE engines. Very interesting. Yep, that global warming stuff is all about the tax. They want money. The carbon tax. It's a taxing situation. Get that money. Make up something. And then fix it by declaring the taxes. We'll fix it somehow. Go over here by the San Bernardino airport. I need to lower my ELD. Oh yeah, and remove my bug killer. You get a fly in your truck. It is insanely irritating. They don't stop. They just keep attacking you. And of course, they don't really attack. They just land on you. You gotta have a way to fight them back. Always ever so present. LDW. I like this area of San Bernardino, California. The date is February 21st, 2019. So the temperature is 40 degrees outside. Actually 42, went up a little bit. We're going to be picking up our trailer, and we're bobtail right now. We're going to pick up our trailer and go to Salinas, California. And then Visalia, Vegas, Denver. Probably drive through snow the whole way. I'll run you guys by the airport, let you check it out. It's really cool. Eerily quiet, or eerily quiet. My kind of spot. No people. Where's everybody at? Surely there'll be people by the terminal. It's like we're in the Twilight Zone. A dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the Twilight Zone. Wonder what happened. There's just nobody around. Choking chicken is the only thing I saw. See if we can get out the same way we came in. I don't know what happened. We went through a fog bank. And here we are. Back to civilization. It all started with that snow. And then, poof, we went to the Twilight Zone. Went through that fog bank and we made it back to reality. Right. Come on, truck, get it going there. Pick up our trailer and go north, young man. See you in a bit. So our trailer is on the left, right here. And look at that puddle. That trailer came in this morning. This rain has been here. That puddle's been there. There was a guy tried trout fishing in there, said he caught a brown. I don't believe him, but that's what he said. So we'll see if we can get hooked to our trailer without getting wet. This is going to be fun. Flipping ridiculous. Oh, okie dokie. It's pretty deep too. The wakes are freaking huge. Let's see what happens. I don't like it. I like to line up just perfect, otherwise I won't do it. Come on, little doggy. What do you think? I'll be climbing along the rail there. I'll let you know how it goes in a minute. Such BS. Here's how I did it. My tires are sunk to the rim. So it's about, what, 8 inches deep? And I couldn't jump back to the dry part, or I should say land. It was just too far. So I had to get 1 foot in the puddle of mud to get out. Then I got out and I'm like, I gotta get back in. So I walked to the yard and I found a 2x4, fairly long, about 4.5 feet. So I was able to throw that down, and my tires are probably close to the deepest part, but actually probably out further. They're a little bit more, be deeper. Probably goes about a good foot. So towards the edge, it was shallower. About half of the 2x4s got submerged. So I was able to stand on the dry part, put the other foot just barely in the water a little bit, and climb on the truck. So no wet socks. It's BS. I'm going to find out who the driver is that did this. Find out exactly when the trailer was here. Because if he just did it to be a dick, then I'd like to call him out on it. Him personally, I don't need to go tell anybody. But I'll find out when the trailer got here. Because it's possible it got here last night and it wasn't like this, but I don't know. I'll find out and let you know. Gotta get to work. So the sign back there said, chains required in mountain areas. That is for, sorry, I mean my tripod mounted correctly. That's mostly for cars. Of course, tractor trailers will have that as well. I-5 on the, whatchamacallit, grapevine. Heard it through the grapevine. Not much longer. Anyway, it's closed. Shut down. It's like the store. They just close it. But they have to. You know, then people don't know what they're doing all together in one place. What do you think happens? Yes, sir. Anyway, we are going to go up instead because we have to go to Salinas, California. It's over there by. It's north, kind of. It's south of San Jose, San Francisco area, by the coast. So normally I would take the 210 out to the 5. We're on the 210 right now, but we're in San Bernardino. We'd take the 210 to all the way to the 5, cruise right along the mountains until we got the 5, and then up and over. But there's no way I'm going to do that with it being closed or even chains. I don't want to throw my chains out in California unless you're up on Donner Pass. California is brutal. Come on, 6 chains on, 4 on my drives and 2 on my tandems, which would be my trailer, 1 on each side. You're going to have 1 on one axle and 1 on the other, but you definitely better have 1 back there on each side. So we're going to go over Cajon Pass. I have been there before when the chain laws were up. And California does something not a lot of people do. They shut the highway down and check each tire to make sure you're legal. State Route 18 closed. Snow Valley, BB Dan, use alternate route. Oh yeah, go to Arrowhead, Big Bear Lake. That's the BB. It's closed. Too much nieve. Espanol for snow. Let's see what it looks like when we get over there, huh? Then we're gonna have to go up through Tehachapi. More likely we get snow up there. This guy's license plate on this Mercedes looks Russian. DRSHKA3. Whatever that is. I've got to get my beams on. Fucking people. Stupid. Got a haul ass. Look at this guy. At GMC. Shall block his ass in there. And then this guy with the snow on it, Toyota. Oh, he does want to get over. I didn't think he wanted to. Well, I said the 210 normally I would take, but we're going to go the 215 to the 15. So 210, 215, 15, 395, 58, 99 a little tiny bit to the 5, and on up. Can't remember, I can't believe I named all them highways off without looking at anything. True sign of a truck driver. I think it's cool when truck drivers get together, like, where are you from? Oh, I'm from Seattle. Where are you from? Colorado. Yeah. Start talking and it's like, oh yeah, you know that area, that casino down there at the bottom of Cabbage Hill? Oh yeah. I got over there and got my ass handed to me. Same thing, so I don't ever go there no more. You know, they just start talking and they know other parts of the United States to the T, to the detail, like as if you both are from there. We just met. Just the fact that we're truck drivers, we could communicate about an area in the U.S. that is like we actually live there together type thing, you know what I mean? Anyway, it's kind of interesting to be able to talk to a stranger like you're talking about hometown, but neither one of you live there. Anyway, I'd like to beat these chain laws. I look at Google Maps in traffic mode, and everything's green, which is a good sign. When you see the orange, if it's not an accident or construction, then it's snow. We don't want that, just because I'm kind of a rookie at driving in the snow, but that stuff scares me. I don't really know how to put my chains on either, so don't want to deal with that. California is just insane. The road will be wet like this, and they'll start getting a few snowflakes. They'll shut the highway down. Make sure everybody puts chains on. Everybody. Well, unless you have four-wheel drive. I should tell them, well, I have an 8-wheel drive. Does that count? And snow tires. They get a lot of people that help them. It's almost like there's an economic strain to the chain laws. I don't know if strain is the right word, but they have people come up and put chains on for people who don't want to do it for a fee, including truck drivers. They pay too. Never would, it's not that hard. But an economic boom, I guess, is what the word I was looking for. It creates that. And I think they shut the highway down and put that chain law in effect just to create wealth for the people putting the chains on. And I don't know how those guys get in there, if it's a good old boy club type thing, or if just anybody can go put a vest on and start hooking up chains, make that cash. I don't know. We got a digital sign coming up. I want to read that, and I'll put it on pause till we get up into the fun stuff. What have we here? It looks like it's just a time zone. 80 minutes to where? Hesperia? That would be insane. Barstow. That's good news. We got to get up from behind this guy. 50 miles an hour. Take it up a notch. Trucks are only supposed to do 55 in California. We are at 58. Washington was always 5 miles an hour faster, but Oregon was 55, and they upped their highway. I think on Interstate 5 it's only 60, but on 84 you could do 65, which totally doesn't make any sense to me, but that's liberal mentality. The California, I had heard, was going to revamp their system, but they have not. I have tested the boundaries because that's what I do. I was cruising along from Barstow to Baker, California at 62 mile per hour. I was sitting there rocking out, not really paying attention to much around me because it was dark and there wasn't a whole lot of traffic. I was looking at attention what's in front of me, but not really caring what's behind me. And I just happened to look down to my left as a car come up. It was doing 65, I'm doing 62, and I just looked down and, this is California Highway Patrol, CHP. I was like, son of a biscuit. And he just kept on cruising. And I was down there in Fresno, and I was about 61 mile an hour. Same thing happened. It was daytime. But I know if you get out, if you're around the cities, you got to watch it. But when you get out on the open highways, I've heard you can do 65. As long as you're not over 65, they're not going to sweat it. Unless you happen to, a truck happens to piss one of them guys off, and you just happen to be doing over 60, and he's already mad in a truck, and you just happen to be there. Sorry, you busted. Like some of them people go, how to avoid getting a ticket from a police officer. 10 things that will get you out of a ticket. Yeah, to him, not all cops are the same. So I put violator for my license plate on my caddy because the CMV law, the guy told the cop one time when he got his microscope out, was training, was in Colorado, and he was training an officer. So he used me as the guinea pig, live. This, I mean, I get busted just as good as it. You know, it's not a demo. This is actual live happening training, and with the microscope on my logbook. He ended up busting me for not changing my load from one commodity to the next, which I always did on paper. But I go, I'm just learning this e-lock. I don't know. I was told it was all automatic. Well, you're supposed to do it. I'm like, well, I guess I'll learn that one. The thing that pissed me off was they high-fived each other. I even told the other cop out, the trainee, I go, this is bullshit. I go, I'm still learning how to do this. It's new to me. No, I mean, same here. I mean, yeah, but when you make a mistake, you don't have, it doesn't go against your service record, and then you don't have officers high-fiving that they nailed you like it was some big score for them. That pissed me off. It was totally unprofessional, right in front of my face. But anyway, I was telling that prick earlier before he turned into a prick, which I could kind of tell he was a prick because every time I was trying to be cool and nice to him, it was really short answers. That's what pricks do. But anyway, I asked him, I go, scenario. I got plenty of time to get to Grand Junction coming in from Utah. There's an accident at the frickin' border. Get in the truck lane. I don't usually like to take this truck lane. You'll probably see why in a minute. But anyway, I'm like, there's an accident at the border. I had a half hour extra to spare. I could have made Grand Junction or Fruita or Grand Junction because that's first. He's like, yeah, and I go, but they closed the highway down, and now I cannot stop on the side of the highway because my clock ran out. Nope, that's a violation. Okay, I figured that as much. So now I'm going to drive to the nearest safe space, which would be Fruita, 19 miles from the border. Okay, that's a violation too, right? And he goes, yeah, but an officer can look and see that the helicopter landed and, you know, go back and look and all this up, you know. And I'm like, okay. But, there's, look at that CDOT. Well, not CDOT, that's Caltrans. See them all sitting there waiting to make the call. You got Highway Patrol, you got the plows, and you got the supervisor, I'm going to assume. Let's get up and over here, out of here before they shut us down and block the highway. So anyway, I told the cop, I go, but ultimately, it's up to the officer on whether or not he wants to violate me. Meaning that he could still give me a violation. He's like, yep. And I go, so we are forced into violations through no fault of our own. Yeah, I guess so. Then, huh? And they just pisses me off. They force you to blow your service record. They force you to, possibly pay a fine. And it's snowing down. Not very hard. And you get a clown like this here, see this flatbed? He's going slower than that produce hauler. But yet, he's blocking his lane. So we're going to have to get in the third lane, which is sort of illegal. These guys, come on. I don't want to lose my momentum. Move, 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 move. Fucking van. There's nobody to your left side. Piece of shit. I guess I didn't see that guy coming up. See how these stupid truck drivers block the highway sometimes? Ay, cabron. Need a little defrost action going on. Nice. Stupid motherfucker. Pardon my French. I gave him a thumbs up. He gave me a thumbs up too. Effing clueless. You don't realize you're blocking the damn highway, dude. Anyway, so I go ahead and put an application in for a vanity plate. We're like, what's the meaning of this? Oh, as a CMV driver, an ELD can force a violation upon you through no fault of your own. The lady at the DMV goes, I don't think they're going to pass this, but it doesn't hurt to try. Exactly. Like 2 or 3 weeks later, I get an email, not an email, a letter in the mail, explaining to me, you son of a bitch, look at this. Go ahead, dude, get over. Oh, you running your flashers? Damn it. Why does he put his flashers on just now? What the hell are you doing, buddy? All I saw was him trying to change lanes. He didn't have his flashers on earlier. Foreigner. Of course, that's usually who they are in California. %80 of the drivers in California are foreign. Truck drivers, I mean. So anyway, they got the mail. Your plate has been approved. I'm like, word. No worries up here. They're getting ready though. You saw them down there on the on-ramp. See you up top.